Hi, how are you? I need to understand this first one. Okay, perfect. Okay, well, I'm Nicolas. I'm from Argentina, Buenos Aires. I'm specialized in music and technology. How say I'm content manager in Enigma. Enigma is one of the most important marketplaces in in Latin America with focus in music. And I'm founder and director in Futurex. Futurex is a learning community related to music and tech, and we're working with more than 200 people in every region. And I am also project lead in Quadra Music. Um, Related on my why NFTs, for me it's important. I go to read some things. I'm not trading. My motivations are related not with the crypto market or the hype about NFT. If not, it's related with how this technology can provide solutions at the key discussions in the music industry for many years. In particular, the importance for artists and labels to develop our properties as digital communities, the need to decentralize platforms and information, the possibilities of transparency in the circuit around royalties, more diversity in the music ecosystem related with the artists, recovering the idea of collection and digital scarcity in the digital paradigm, and obviously new models of monetization. To understand Latam context, we need to understand a lot of things. In particular, we have a very big cultural diversity. We have a big crypto ecosystem, but this is not necessarily represent a music NFT concept or NFT idea in general. And people use the crypto because we need for our chaotic economy in general, in particular in Argentina, yes. But also in related with the music industry, the growing in the digital environment is very big, in particular the last 5 years. Um, Related of this, understanding the particularities of the region and this technology, we create a first report about NFTs in music in Latin America in collaboration between Wadra Music and Futurex. This has the objective to understand the challenges and the opportunities about this technology in the music ecosystem in our region. We collect information around more than 20,000 NFTs in every region, and that represents more than $1 million in sales. And this research, it was a very collaborative research with more than 20 people working. Well, now I go to comment something related of the report. There are some big, in big picture, there are some things a little obviously or very related with the global market. For example, the principal genre, musical genre, is the electronic music, but we have a very diversity related with the folklore or jazz or pop and rock or urban, obviously, in the ecosystem. Also, related with the blockchain, the more than 75% of the blockchain that is used is Ethereum. But also people started to do and to use more Polygon, and Tesos is another very important. Related with the releases, the kind of drops, the 101 is the most used, but we have diversity related with the series or collection with fixed price, and also in this moment there are a lot of open editions or airdrops. Um, I think they are another particular, or not particular, but it's interesting. There are a lot of local platforms, in particular marketplaces, related with the objective or to develop local projects in this ecosystem. Bueno, in Brazil, is Phonogram is the most important. In Chile, is Curable. Uruguay, Ultra Drop. In Enigma is based in Argentina. Songain, I think the base is Costa Rica. I don't know if it is exactly Steph. ¿Es de Costa Rica? ¿Sí? O no sé. And this is interesting because people use a lot OpenSea, obviously, to release music and to develop projects, but or Enigma, or in particular Enigma is with focus in music. For that, has a lot of releases for projects and editions, but they are the different local platforms has a fundamental role in each country to develop local projects. Related with the project is interesting because we have different layers. There are very big artists working with NFTs, like Bizarrap, or like Maluma or Ozuna. In particular, Bizarrap just released one application with trading cards, NFTs, and I think this project is very interesting for the ecosystem and for onboard project, but also established projects like Luis Alberto Spinetta, Soda Stereo from Argentina, Armando Manzanero in Mexico, or Hermeto Pascual in Brazil, also develop projects in the ecosystem. But for me, the most interesting thing now is how they are new artists doing his careers in this new paradigm, no? Like Excelencia is I think is the best reference in the Latin music about this, but also Alex Paul, Caswell, or there are a lot of artists working very well in this context. But for me also it's very important to talk about relevant people, and it's a list, but you can take a picture if when you follow. Also, bueno, I don't have a time to speak about cases, but I put in a Rolling Stone in Argentina collection, Hermeto Pascual, or Proyecto Mescasa, or Casville. But the 3 points interesting to understand the successful of these collections is utilities, experiences, and communities. And I think this is the same in every part of the world. To finish in fast way, I have the challenges and opportunities. Related with the challenges, obviously the first one is the onboarding of artists and fans. How we can change our mindset to think new models with using this technology, in particular in the music industry. The intersection between music and technology, because we need to think the technology like a solution for the artistic project and not in another way, and how we include more women in the artist in this ecosystem. In the report, we detect that only the 23% are women artists in every Latin America. Related with the opportunities, we have a strong Web3 ecosystem, POAP, Decentraland, and a lot of platforms are from Latin America with global impact. They are a great artist, talent, and finding new models, the exponential growing digital music consumption, the great creativity capacity, and the massive consumption of music and large numbers of fans. I think there are a lot of points more, but also it's interesting to understand that you can do a lot with little money in Latin America. This is everything. I finish. Okay.
I'm just interested in your background, okay, and how you got into this to begin with.
I started like 15 years ago with my own record label, and also I worked in digital distribution in the music industry, and I am so working in education the last 10 years.
Yeah. The all in Latin America.
Yeah.
Yeah. The I'm just interested. Like, how how do you discover new artists who might be interested in Web3? Like, what's the sort of discovery process there?
No, I think it's interesting because the ecosystem is small, and I think the people, for example, Steph, or they are a little influencers in the ecosystem to see the new artists, but it's not so easy to discover. I think it is one of the situation, or you can enter at the specific marketplaces for the region. It's not so easy because it's not we haven't a systematization of the model like in Spotify or a place with every information. But I think this is interesting because you need to be a little curious to discover new artists.
Are there any sort of streaming platforms now that are beginning to express interest in this kind of model and artists who are doing this?
Yes.
All of them?
I don't know if all of them. Spotify tried to do, but I think it's not so easy to understand because I think the most important of this, I think, is the mindset. It's how you understand another way to think the, the models or the business, and if not too easy, if you want to do a big business in a small time.
Got it. And can you also just talk about your peer-to-peer work and what's what's behind that? What's the emphasis? This is the Future X business.
Yeah. What?
I'm
What
just
about? Nah, no, it's interesting. It's a space to the challenge for us is, or the propose is generate the translation of the data, but it's not the translation only the language, if not understanding the context, understand how we can use the tools, the technological tools in our territories with our chaotic economy, our culture in general, and how we can to be more simple or more accessible this technology for every ecosystem.
Are the clients artists there?
Yeah, they are people they are artists and managers and labels and developers, and it's people for very diversity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.